Hi everyone, my name is Mike Rennick. I'm the senior broker, the team lead of Team Rennick, part of that great Better Homes and Gardens Ashley Properties family. Today we're going to ask the folks at St. Armands, what do they think about the circle, what do they think about the speed bumps, and what do they think about the paid parking restrictions now? More to follow. This is Doug. Doug, I'm going to ask you to share your thoughts about St. Armands, the parking, charging for parking, and also the speed bumps.
So I think the speed bumps are necessary. It helps to make some of the turns, the left-hand turns, and then as far as parking goes, I don't have a lot of experience with it, but there seems to be a good amount of parking, and I don't know the cost yet. So,
What brings you to St. Armands?
Visiting family.
Okay. And your overall thoughts about the circle?
Overall thoughts, it's beautiful. I enjoy coming down here. There's a lot of stuff to do.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. All right, we have Steve. He works down here. Steve, if you'd share your thoughts about the circle, the parking, the fact that we pay for parking, and also the speed bumps.
Okay, well, we'll start with the speed bumps. I think the speed bumps are a good idea, very necessary. Working floor time out here, I've seen a few near misses, so I'm all on board with the speed bumps. The parking, not a fan of. They tried parking downtown before and ended up pulling them all out, so I think in general it hurts the business owners, so I'm not a fan of that. Hopefully they don't extend it to the beach. And St. Armands, beautiful place. I love this place. It's got shopping for every budget, tons of restaurant choices, just a great place.
We appreciate your thoughts. Thank you. Everyone, we have Tree and we have Jim. I'm going to ask you guys to share what brought you to St. Armands Circle. Also, your thoughts about the new speed bumps and the fact that we charge for parking.
Well, we come to this area. It's about 2 hours away from home, so even though it's a short drive, we like the experience of having a mini vacation. And the stores around here are top-notch. We love to come shopping here, and we always do a little damage on the credit card.
I like that, Jim.
And same thing, beautiful beach, shops, restaurants, everything is really great. And we did notice the speed bumps this time around. Not too bad, not as high as others where it's impactful. We have them in our community too, so we're used to them. And thus far, we have not had to pay for parking because I guess on the weekends it seems to be parking free. But I guess paying for parking would be a detriment probably to the businesses. Probably not a good thing.
Okay. I appreciate your ideas and your thoughts. Thank you. Hi, everyone. This is Elizabeth. I'm going to ask her the same questions. Why you're at St. Armands, the speed bumps, and paid parking.
I love St. Armands because it gives me the feeling to be on a vacation, even if I live here.
And you do live here, and you
I
come
do
down to
live
shop here.
Absolutely.
The speed bumps are new. What are your thoughts about those?
I think it's good because there are lots of walking people here, and it's good for people to slow down a little bit.
And Monday through Friday, we now charge for parking. Your thoughts on that?
I don't mind either because I'm originally from Europe, and you have to pay for everything there.
I have to ask because I love that accent. Whereabouts in Europe?
Vienna.
Vienna?
Yeah,
How long have you been here?
27 years.
Don't ever lose that accent. It's gorgeous. Thank you.
And I try to.
Thank you. There you go. Hi, everyone. We have Bob and Sean, and they're going to share their thoughts about St. Armands Circle.
Well, first of all, I come to Starbucks at St. Armands because I like the coffee and I like the people that I meet here. I've been at Longboat Key for many years. I think paid parking is okay, and I like the idea that you have free parking on weekends. I think the speed bumps are a terrific idea because people are usually considerate and stop at the stopwalks, but they sometimes bomb out. They used to bomb out after at the crosswalk. So I think the speed bumps are a great idea. Particularly, it slows down the trucks that make a lot of noise.
Excellent, Bob. Thank you. Sean, what are your thoughts?
Excuse me. I visit Starbucks and the Circle every single day. Love it down here. In terms of the parking, I do like the ease of being able to pay for the parking, and I do like the areas where you can get free parking. The only challenge is if you're just running into one of the establishments down here for a couple of minutes, you're on the hook for $1.80 or whatever it is when you use the app. So there should be a number of spaces that, just have a 15-minute limit or something like that. With the speed bumps, I think they're a pretty good addition because it does slow people down. You get a lot of visitors here who are from out of state who don't understand the concept of anyone in a crosswalk has a right-of-way, and it's nice to be able to slow people down.
We have Michael with us, so we know he's a good guy because I'm another Michael. Good to meet you.
And it's on the back of my underwear, too.
So, all right. Your thoughts about St. Armands in general, the new speed bumps, and also the paid parking?
We come to St. Armands mainly because of the history of the location. Also, John Ringling, we were at the museum just months ago, so we decided to come down and see it. But we like the landscaping, we like the variety of shops and restaurants. More so than anything else, the ease of walking around at your own pace.
And your thoughts on the new speed bumps?
Those are some pretty big speed bumps. They take away with the black from the actual atmosphere of the area. But I can also see it on a safety standpoint to slow it down coming around, because sometimes by the Columbia restaurant, they come around that bend pretty fast. That does slow them down, give a little bit more of a safety factor to it, and get you to stop and think there's a reason why these safety bumps are here right now, speed bumps.
Okay, and then now they are paid parking down here Monday through Friday. Your thoughts on that?
Well, today's Sunday, so I'm very excited about that. Don't have to pay. I think there's pluses and minuses to it. It forces individuals to go out toward the neighborhoods to find a place to park. But to pay to park, if there's a reason to justify it for upkeep of the area or the statues or something of that nature, I can see the pay per park. $1.50 an hour is a little steep, but you're pulling vendors and patrons away from each other, because of the fact is that if we want to go to a shop, we're not going to be able to stop and go to the shop if we know our meter's going to be up in 10 minutes. So that's a real deterrent there, because actually a couple times walking around here today, I've given some thought to it, and it's kind of like, oh, the meter. And then I realized when we went up to pay today, you don't have to pay on a Sunday. So yeah, it can be a little tough, and I think it can hurt the businesses with having that, but at the same time, it keeps the vendors, no dirt thrown on them, but it keeps them from getting primo parking spots, where otherwise they'll sit there in that spot all day long.
I appreciate your thoughts. Thank you, and welcome to St. Armands. I have Diane and Don, and I'm going to ask 3 questions. So first of all, what brings you to St. Armands today?
Something to do on a Sunday. It's beautiful up here.
I agree. Don?
Well, we went over to the Moat Aquarium. Yeah.
And there's some changes here now. We charge for parking, and we've added speed bumps. What are your thoughts on that?
Don't like that. I mean, if they want to get people to be coming in to visit the area, the paid parking isn't a good thing. Speed bumps slows the traffic down, but the paid parking,
Okay, I appreciate your thoughts. Don?
The parking is a little off, I think, but the speed bumps is good. Make sure that nobody gets hit, and it makes it a lot slower for people to be walking around.
We appreciate your thoughts. Thank you, and welcome to St. Armands.
Thank you.
There's a card for you and a card for you. Next coffee's on me.